Can I miss it just as bad 2 times? Ooh, a 23
I'm gonna say no.
for the last 6 points of damage.
Wow.
Awesome. Caesar, what would you like to do?
Still standing?
Well, he's actually sitting.
He's prone, but he's still up.
He's still in this fight.
Yes. He is still active. He is definitely looking worse for wear, though, at this point.
We really don't want to have to kill you, but I feel like you're not going to listen to reason. And Teaser is going to just move over next to Kale because, I like the thematicness of the two of us standing back and tossing bolts of energy at him. And yeah, I'm sorry that it has to come to this. Yeah, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter.
Oh, you get to roll with advantage, buddy.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, he's on his butt.
Oh, yeah.
Well, then I will roll a second time. Hey, that one's an 18.
Hey-o.
So that one definitely hits.
Yep. If I'd been smart enough to actually use the roll advantage, it would have been 7 force damage, but I wasn't, so it's 2.
So, Vaughn, what would you like to do?
I think at this point he's obviously demonstrated his consent to receive violence from us on these premises, so I'm gonna hit him really hard with a hammer.
Whip it.
I don't. That doesn't make any sense, mate. I just hit it.
Whip your arm like that.
I don't. No, I just hit it. It's just a clean sweep.
Okay. I'm about to lose consciousness from blood loss anyway.
Or as I call it, Saturday night. Okay. So there was a 23 in there. So that hit him for 7 bludgeoning.
And with that, he falls unconscious.
Oh.
You see, you come down with the hammer, hit him on top of the head, and he collapses.
There we are.
So,
So we're out of combat now?
and with that, yeah, you have slipped out of combat.
Hey, it's just not friendly people.
And with that, real quick, can I get a check from everyone? What is your passive perceptions?
That's my favorite question.
I think I'll probably be the highest. I'm a 15.
Because I really need to make a cheat sheet and write that down, but I haven't done that yet. So I'm a slacking GM.
Yeah. That's a 10. Good buddy.
That is 10 also for Vaughn.
It's in chat for you, Jonesy. Drake 11, Ula 13.
Okay. So with that, Kale, you're pretty positive that the Nightpad Den Master, Bandit Captain, is not really unconscious.
He's a ghost.
Are we still in initiative order? Because I was next in initiative.
Yeah, sure.
I will, like, he's still alive and faking this is what you're telling me?
I don't know. Did you want to make a medicine check?
No, I want to throw a radiant bolt at him on the ground.
What kind of doctor are you?
All right.
Undertaker.
Yeah, I want this done. Does a 19 hit?
It does.
Sure. That'll be 4 additional points of radiant. And I will just scream, "He's not down yet!"
And with that, his unconscious body's there, and you blast him like, ah, shit, fine, I give up, Jesus. Actually, it doesn't say that because
I was gonna say, who's Jesus?
Drop your weapon and I'll believe you.
Yeah, Drake's gonna say, yeah, if you really give up, why don't you stand up and put your hands up?
he drops his cutlass and slowly gets up, and he is, definitely worse for wear. He's taking quite a beating from the group of you, but he wasn't like on the verge of dying, but he slowly gets up and kind of makes sure as he gets up, he keeps his hands a little bit away from his body. It's obviously he's not trying to grab a weapon or something like that. So.
Should we tie him up like we tied up the other?
I think that would be exceedingly wise.
There we go.
I don't kink shame.
Drake will go over with his little piddly hands and tie the man up while he can't move on the ball bearing. So are we going to ask him where the books are? He knows. We know he knows.
Yes. Yes, let us do that. In the meantime, maybe Drake could go look around in that room and see if he can find anything.
Yeah, he's going to raccoon right off.
Drake, would you like some help?
Sure, get in here.
Sure. I will also head that way.
Awesome. So the two of you go through the doorway that the night folk, Brigham and Captain, came crashing out of, and in that room seems to be lots of supplies. So while you're looking around there, what is the rest of the group doing?
I guess we will go and talk to this guy and say, I think we have perhaps gotten off on the wrong foot. We're trying to find a certain set of books which were stolen, which the Silents are also looking for. And I think it would be for everyone's benefit if they did not get in their hands, but if you could turn them over to ours.
I don't know what you're asking for.
You realize we could just kill you the rest of the way, right?
I feel like this is the part where I look at Vaughn and Ula and say, jog his memory.
I can barely jog myself. Mom's going to have to do it. I'm going to slouch against the wall.
I think we need to take a short rest.
Yeah, eventually. But I mean, yeah, I guess you'll give him a little slap. That actually came out sounding slightly creepy.
A little bit.
So wait, so what is all right, what is the nature of the books that we're actually after? Vom does not remember.
I don't remember, or they're redacted. It's one of the two.
You were asked to recover a cache of books and scrolls and other items of lore that were recovered from a dig to the south. So, for those in the back room, will you please make me investigation checks?
Sure.
Do you see what I see?
Oh.
Drake got a 19.
Kale got a 17.
So the back room itself contains lots of supplies. We see a couple barrels of water, some barrels of wine, and ale. You see other kind of crates of dry goods and foodstuffs, and along with some general generic supplies. Buried among all of those is a fairly looking antique chest.
Ooh. Is it locked?
It does seem to have a rather large lock on it. Yes.
He's gonna yell from the back room. Does he have a key?
Oh, I can handle this one. Do you have a key?
I've got lots of keys.
Drake, do you need a key?
I just wanted to ask. I don't want to be impolite. We already killed his friends.
Look,
He'll attempt to pick the lock.
the Shadow's coming for you, and you know why. You thought we were them. Well, anyway.
It's true.
What if this chest is trapped? Should we have our newly acquired friend open it? Oh, you're opening it. Okay.
Yeah. Drake is attempting to open it.
Drake is failing miserably.
He's just gnawing on the padlock.
Or
It's not opening.
I can help that.
for 4 points of damage as the small metal pin pops out of the lock as you're messing with it and striking your hand.
Ooh, that's not good. Okay, we really need a key.
I don't suppose I see one lying around.
No.
Like freehand? Okay.
I think I'm just I think I've got I'm not sure that I have the strength for this, but if I do, I might just pick him up by his feet and just shake him upside down until he gives up the key. I'm really kind of annoyed with him.
I believe in you.
So yeah, you pick him up and you guys can search him and shake him and stuff, right? And you do find some copper pieces. You find a backup dagger that he had on him. You find
Naughty.
you find a few keys on him. Handing them off to Drake. Drake can compare the three keys he has to the lock, and realize that none of them are going to be the right size to match this lock. As you shake him some more, it's like, that's the only keys I got. I didn't know you're looking for the chest. You told me you're looking for some books. I don't know what's in the chest, so.
Is it possible that there are books inside the chest?
I guess so.
See, now you're just being obtuse.
What if we just take the chest back with us?
I suppose we could then try to open it at our leisure.
Yeah.
Where did the chest come from?
Mistress Myra. Oh. And he goes to, you can tell by the reaction of him that he was going to, his next instinct would have been to cover his mouth, but since you actually have him bound, he can't cover his mouth.
Oops.
That's an oops indeed.
Mistress Myra. Oh.
Sheena, that seems like a name that should mean something to us.
Kind of does. I assume it's probably not, though.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Does it ring a bell to Drake?
Does it?
It does not.
Is the chest bolted to the ground?
No. It's obviously that recently brought here. You can see where basically some of the other store goods were actually moved to kind of to hide it. Like that may be what the captain was trying to do. Why his men were in combat with you.
Okay, well, let's take our chest and what are we doing with this guy?
mean that is a problem.
What does his friend think we should do with him?
Oh yeah, the other guy who surrendered.
Yeah.
He's just in the corner watching, hoping we don't remember him.
Pretty much. He was being very quiet and trying to look very small.
You just hear this raking across the ground as Drake is trying to pull this chest out of the.
Oh, leave it, mate. I'll get it. Yeah, I'll pick it up in case it gets pokey again. Vom will.
Don't
Vom will pick up the
patronize
chest.
me.
Vom will pick up the chest and Drake with it.
Sure, if needs be.
You do.
I'm sure that will foment no bad blood whatsoever between those two.
So,
I mean, they surrendered. I mean, I don't want to kill him, says Lula.
Well, why don't we leave them where they are? Tell somebody they're here.
yeah, I mean, you could report them to the city guard, the city watch.
Yeah.
They won't starve in the next couple hours.
Yeah, they can live. Yeah, they'll be fine. He doesn't have any more knives on him?
You can pat him down and make sure he doesn't have any more weapons on him easily enough. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, should we just take them to the city guard?
They're so heavy. We can just.
I'm already carrying the chest, mate.
Yeah.
I mean, they can walk. We can. All right, I'll leave it to you.
Well, we should have got them tied up. Tied up is a good place for them to be.
Remember, we're not official envoys, and they're going to ask us what we were doing here. If we just report there's a hole in the ground that the city was supposed to patch up,
Oh, crap.
they'll just come get them.
Well, yeah, but the bandits don't know that, so they'll think someone's coming. That's not very nice.
Question, is this a door?
What a door. Is that my...
We're using our
That-
echolocation.
Yeah, that is. My Roll20's been really laggy tonight. I don't know what's going on.
I ended up having to refresh mine, and since then it's been much, much better.
It is a door.
Ooh.
We haven't opened that door yet.
Yeah, Ezra, you want to do the honors? He's right.
I think maybe Drake should look for traps.
Should we all take a short rest, maybe?
I was going to suggest that as well.
Take a breath before we go looking for more trouble?
Yes, let's hang out in the room with the dead bodies for an hour or so. I'm relaxed. Are you?
I mean, I don't have to. Nothing's hit me, but
Right, yeah.
No, fair enough. I'm sorry.
So yeah, it looks like it wasn't part of a bigger room, but it looks like some of it's collapsed in on the north side. So it's just a small room. It's got some supplies, also more supplies kind of stashed in here. There also seems to be like a bedroll set up. So maybe like this is the room that the captain used for his crash space.
So, what are we doing with these people again?
All right. So what if we don't tell the watch they're here, but we tell somebody else to come get them?
We can have Kale tell them. Why would Kale do anything suspicious?
I beg your pardon. I can have fun too.
That's not the same thing. You would just be playing the role of the concerned citizen, saying the pre-war underground is open, and you heard some activity in there, and then we'll just leave.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Does everybody feel comfortable with that, Tezra?
It's fine.
As long as somebody's coming to get them, that's about all I care about.
Okay. Lula's gonna hold her side and grab his buddy and throw him into the ball bearings too, in case they try to stand up and leave.
That'll stop them.
I was going to suggest we put them in one of these small rooms and we bar it, but
Yeah, let's do that too. Put them in the one with food and water. That way we don't feel bad if our pets die. They have plenty.
okay.
All things considered, I think that was a successful venture.
Yeah, we should grab a tarp or a blanket to cover up this very nice looking chest before we haul it out of here.
Easy enough to be done. It's not like a huge mass. It's a fairly decent size. One that Vaughn could easily carry.
There we go. Now it just looks like ugly furniture being moved.
Do you think this Mistress Mira will come looking for this this chest?
Oh, definitely. Or it's a plant.
I'm going to take out my notebook and rip out a piece of paper, and I'm going to write "The silence was here," and stick it with one of the daggers into the door, leading to the two folk, to hopefully throw someone off if they come looking for.
I'm very concerned about that.
Well, you can take it down.
I mean,
I don't want them looking for us.
The silence doesn't write in cursive and dart their eyes with hearts, Kale. I like the idea.
I'll rip out another piece of paper and
There you go. Make it look angry and uneducated. Put it in there.
Why is everyone looking at me when you said that?
Oh, Kale's still right. See, that's a lot better, Kale.
No. Anyway, with that, yeah, you're able to secure them. Is there anything else you want to ask them, or anything else you want to do before you leave?
we didn't find any like medical supplies in with the food and the ale and stuff, did we?
You did not.
Bummer. Okay.
Oh, before we leave, what are your pronouns?
Who you
I was being like facetious because like I don't know, we haven't asked. We kicked the crap out of them. We never actually asked about how they identified. They shouldn't make a bet out of pronouns.
They identify as beaten.
He identifies as a beaten up person. Yeah.
So are we taking this chest back to the crow? Or where are we taking this chest?
I'm just worried about taking the chest for now. You figure out
Okay.
Should we search these fallen people before we leave?
later.
I mean, if any of them are savable, I would feel better about that.
Yes, I will go around casting Spare the Dying on each of them. And as I do it, I will slyly try and put my hands in all of their pockets and try and take anything of value.
Like a true hero.
It's my fee. It's my doctor's fee.
Ark, I'm impressed.
So, yeah, you're able to find a couple of the other bandits that are hurt but not, beyond saving, and they're able to do that. There's a couple of them that are definitely beyond saving. So,
That's my bad.
Well, not entirely yours because I pulped one too.
Okay, our bad. I feel better sharing the guilt with
Our
you.
no, that's
Yes,
what I'm here for.
we committed homicide. Not
Well,
I.
no. It was self-defense homicide.
so yeah, you have a chest full of something that's locked. Where are you planning on taking it?
To the crow?
I mean,
We don't know for certain that that's what we're looking for. Should we take it back to our place first and try and open it there?
I think whether it is what we're looking for or not, I'd feel better trying to open it somewhere that he's not surrounded by a bunch of other envoys.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, I keep forgetting his name. What was the famous adventurer's name?
Quinlan.
Quinlan.
So, to Quinlan's it is. Best we got.
Awesome.
So,
I'll need to get a really cool map or something like that. So off. So yeah, you're gonna take this off to Quinlan's, and with that, you head over to the well-to-do part of town. Where you find the envoys. So you basically head back to the High Ward, and within the High Ward, you head towards Quinlan's rather large garden home. It's a rather set off on the city streets. You go to the gates and make your way to his door, where you can knock at your leisure, and a few moments later, the butler will open the door and welcome you in and take you again to the sitting room. He tells you that Master Quinlan will be with you shortly. He's finishing up some other matters. And with that, you make your way to the sitting room. It's the group of you by yourselves.
Okay. Perfect.
So,
Quinlan, can we spare you for some healing? Or medical attention?
Can we just...
Or are we resting here and talking to him about it at the same time?
and then on how long we talk, we could just a short rest and chat.
Okay.
yeah,
Sounds
yeah,
good.
you can definitely count this as a short rest. So,
Very
You
good.
know.
so yeah, the group of you who are waiting there, the butler will return momentarily with some refreshments, some dry and clean linens and bandages to help with tend to your wounds, which you basically kind of clean up a little bit because some of you are rather bloody. And moments later, Quinlan does join you. And upon entering, his eyes lock on the chest. He goes, "Oh, you found one of them."
One of them.
We hope so.
What?
One of them.
One of.
Oh,
He would ask someone something. So was that all they? Anyway, that's a start. And as you make your way over, he goes into his nice, heavy oak desk, pulls out a small leather pouch, a leather scroll, looks like a bundle. And as he unrolls it, you see some rather impressive and very exquisitely crafted thieves' tools, or as he calls them, explorers' tools, which he uses to unlock the chest. As he opens the chest, like I said, it's a smaller chest. It's about 2.5 feet long, about a foot and a half deep, and about 1.5 feet wide. Inside, he opens it up. And it's like, okay, looks like a lot of the contents are still here. Inside, there are several books. There are small, like journal-looking tomes in leather-bound of different shades, browns and greens and blues, dyed leather. There's also several scroll cases and a rather large, almost 2.5 foot long case, a roll case. It barely fits within the length of the chest. Also in it, there seems to be a small glass bottle with some sort of liquid in it, and a couple small little wooden boxes.
A very full chest.
It's like a nesting doll.
You happen to know what all these things are?
Books and scrolls and other items. That's part of the reason why we were originally going to bring them here. Our hope was that we'd be able to take them to the Royal Archive and start researching them.
But then they were full.
And then one of the reasons that we need to research them, as he picks one up and opens one and carefully opens one of the books, as you look, it seems to have strange cubic-looking glyphs across it, which we immediately know it's not any language that you've ever seen. And he pulls open another one. It seems to have very swirly-looking, strange glyphs in it. Again, not like anything you've ever seen. Almost all these seem to be in some sort of varied code. And that was one of the reasons we had one, it would take quite a while to go through all the information here, and then the other crates that we found. And we just didn't feel that was safe to do. Little do we know how right we were.
Apparently, yes.
With that, he kind of cleans off some of the rest of his desk and opens up and pulls out the rather large scroll, large 2.5 case, and pops off. It's a wooden case and pulls off the lid off the top, and it pulls out. It looks like an oversized, appears basically like an oversized scroll. And as he lays it down on one end and puts a couple weights on it and slowly unfolds it, you see that's a map. Instantly, things start jumping out at you. It looks like it's a map of Aldous, of Aldea itself, with the various nations, Aldous in the center, Jozerni to the east, Kern to the north. But as you're looking, the mountain shape around Kern seems different. And you notice that the Badlands, but the area that you know is the Badlands right now, don't appear to be the Badlands. You see the Verdant Marsh, which is the swampy, desolate area between Jarzani and Jarzon and Aldous, doesn't seem to be on the map. But instead, it's a beautiful, lush area. And most strikingly, the area that you know is the Shadow Barrens, which is an area that's desolated long ago by some sort of dark occult magics, is actually whole. It doesn't seem to be destroyed yet. There's a group in Aldea that is known as the Roamers because their homeland was destroyed. That was their homeland. And it seems to be on the map intact.
That is a very old map.
While we're all looking at this, can I ritually cast Detect Magic so that anything that is magical starts to glow?
Sure.
We'll interrupt your short rest, but I don't think it's
I short rest won't help me, so. So for the next 10 minutes, anything within 30 feet of me that's magic will glow, and I can figure out the type of magic, the school of magic that it has.
Awesome. So with that, as you begin to mutter amongst yourself in the back and saying a prayer, you can kind of feel the magic kind of coalesce around you, And that is where we're gonna. I think it's a good spot to take our quick first break.
Okay.
Assuming that we can, our tech Kelvin can do that.
Bye, guys. See you in 5.
Ken.